We are in
Zermatt! Hi everybody! In this video, we want to talk about our experience in Zermatt as one of the most beautiful mountain towns in Switzerland. Zermatt is a popular destination for skiing, hiking, climbing, and also its breathtaking scenery. Although Zermatt is just 2 hours from Bern and 3 hours from Zurich by train, but getting to Zermatt is not as easy as you might think.
You need to switch train a couple of times, and if you are unlucky like us, you may only have 15 minutes to run from one station in the town of Brig to another station.
This was perhaps the fastest time I had to ever run between two stations while I was dragging 2 suitcases.
I think the good thing is that we made it on time, so I think that's what matters the most. So was it worth the effort in your opinion?
That is a question that many travelers argue about that. So let me share my experience and give you 3 reasons that why you should visit Zermatt and it is not overrated.
Okay, let's hear them.
Okay. The train ride to Zermatt is one of the most beautiful train rides in the world. As the train twisted and turned through the Alps, valleys and farms, I was stunned by the scenery and the gorgeous landscape. I know Switzerland is popular for its beautiful nature, but oh my god, the views as we were getting close to Zermatt is a whole different experience.
We actually came to Zermatt from Florence to escape the heat wave in Italy.
If you want to learn more about our experience in Rome and Florence, click the link above. From Florence to Zermatt, we had 2 stops, one in Milan, the other one in Brig. So we had to switch the trains in Brig station so quickly. The issue is that if you miss a train in Brig, you have to wait few hours as there are not many trains between Brig to Zermatt.
It's a very small station, right?
It was. As you see, getting to Zermatt is not easy, but the ride is absolutely breathtaking. I promise you won't regret it. As we stepped off the train in Zermatt, we were immediately on the main street of Zermatt. Strolling on the main street in Zermatt was quite joyful.
Even though we had to carry the suitcases all the way to the hotel, but I think it was still fun. Zermatt is a car-free town.
Yeah, there is no car in the town except for the small electric buses. Zermatt has a traditional charm with the streets lined up with chalet and houses with Swiss rural architecture. The street was full of tourists, shops and luxury watch stores. We were there in August and the weather was clear and perfect, not too cold and not too hot. Matterhorn is one of the most recognizable peaks on Earth. So having the background of Matterhorn from every corner of the town makes everything much more beautiful.
Zermatt offers lots of natural beauty. Actually, every year, nearly 2 million people visit Zermatt. And the thing about Zermatt is that it's well structured both for winter activities and summer activities. So in the summer, you can do hiking or climbing, and in the winter, you can do snowshoeing or skiing or snowboarding. So it has something for everyone who is into nature all year round.
When we were there in the summer, we rode the train to Gorner Gratz station. The ride goes from Zermatt to Gorner Gratz with several stops along the way. You can see beautiful views of the Swiss landscape. The Gorner Gratz railway is the second highest railway in Europe. It is about 3,100 meters high. There are stops on the way so you can plan your trip and get off the train and hike from one station to another station. From top, we had a spectacular view of the Matterhorn mountain and panoramic views of surrounding mountains and glaciers. Up there, you'll find a hotel, restaurant with a view of Matterhorn and a chapel. It is the best spot to take great photos and have some expensive snacks, of course.
Interestingly, although we visited Zermatt in August, we saw a few people who were there for skiing. So if you're really into skiing, maybe you are in luck when you go to Zermatt in summer.
On the way back to Zermatt, we went to Lake Rifelsee to take a picture of Matterhorn's reflection in the lake. Sometimes you need to be a bit patient about wind to stop. So then you can see the reflection and get amazing photos.
So the last stop before Gonnergrat is called Rottenboden, and if you stop there, then you can walk a little bit, so maybe a couple of 100 meters to get to this stunning lake called Rifelsee. And here you see the reflection from Matterhorn if you're lucky, and if it's not windy and if there are not people around, and there are lots of ifs. But if you are lucky, then you get a picture which is stunning.
Ideally, you should spend minimum 3 days in Zermatt to explore the city and enjoy all the activities.
How long did we stay?
2 nights, 3 days, right?
Okay, so we practiced what we preached, right?
Yes. Of course, it is a bit expensive. Zermatt is one of the most expensive ski resorts in Europe. But we were able to manage our expenses. Be mindful that those chalets with upscale amenities and spectacular interior designs are mainly designed for families or a big group of people.
Or rich people.
Right, not us.
Not us. We booked a room in a hotel within our budget, and it turned out to be a very nice hotel at a reasonable price. Also, eating out in restaurants is, as expected, expensive. So what we did instead was that we bought food from the local supermarket, and it turned out to be a very wise choice in terms of saving money.
Overall, we were able to manage our expenses very well. All in all, I believe there is something special about Matterhorn and this cute town that made it one of our most favorite spots in Europe.
Okay, so we talked about the problems with accessibility, we talked about the high prices. So, are you going to visit Zermatt again?
Of course! I would love to visit Zermatt one more time. The majesty of Matterhorn and the charm of Zermatt make it worth visiting at least once, maybe even more.
Where do you get the money?
Pocket.
Okay.
Come join us as we'll talk about our experience traveling to interesting places around the world. See you in our next video.
Ciao.
Ciao.